A very good morning to all my students. We are back with our science class, and the topic that we are going to study today is vegetative propagation. Now, vegetative propagation is one of the most interesting topic. In this topic, we will be studying various interesting methods through which we will learn how to grow new plants from vegetative parts. And we will also learn what are the vegetative parts, how to recognize the vegetative parts, and how to plant them, and how can we grow a new plants. So we will be learning various methods. Okay. So what do you mean by vegetative parts? Any part of the plant except the flower and the fruits are known as vegetative parts. So you have to leave the flower and the fruit. So what are left? That is leaves, stems, and underground stems and roots. So these are the vegetative parts. Okay, so we can grow a new plant using these vegetative parts. That is leaves, stems, underground stems and roots. We are not going to use flower and the fruit here. Okay, we are not going to use flower and the fruits, but we will be using leaves, stems and underground stems and roots to grow a new plant. So this is called vegetative parts. Okay, so vegetative parts are the parts that we use to grow a new plant except flower and the fruit. Clear? Then what do you mean by vegetative propagation? Okay, the method of obtaining, okay, you can say obtaining or growing new plants from vegetative parts. That is, what are the vegetative parts? Leaves, stems, underground stems and roots. So when I am going to use these parts to grow a new plant, that method is called vegetative propagation. It is not at all tough. It is very easy to understand that vegetative parts, when we are using this vegetative part, that is leaves, stems and underground stems, roots, when we are using this to grow a new plant, that method is called vegetative propagation. Understood? So let's start with the examples. So we'll take the first type of vegetative part, that is stem. So some plants like rose, hibiscus, bougainvillea, sugarcane, cotton have bud on their stems. Okay, bud. When small cutting of the stem, each having a bud, okay, bud is compulsory, are placed in the moist soil, a new plant grows from it. So this method is called vegetative propagation, and here the vegetative part is the stem. Okay, we are using the stem to grow a new plant. So students, from one rose plant we can get unlimited rose plants. Okay, can you believe it? It's very difficult to believe, no? But yes, we can do that. From one stem we can grow many rose plants. Okay, how can we do that? If we cut their stem having eye bud, okay, can you see this part? This is rose bud eye. Can you see this part? These are rose bud eye. Okay, from here a new plant can grow. Okay, so we will get to see a new rose plant growing from the bud. But rose bud eye and thorns are different. Can you see this? Rose bud eye, and this is the thorn. Now these are different. Okay, rose bud eye are the opening through which a new plant comes out, but thorns are poky edges. Okay, so you have to see the difference. Understood? Thorns are poky edges, but rose bud eye is the portion from where the new plant comes out. So when you are cutting the stem, you have to be very careful. You have to check that rose bud eye is there. Then only you cut that portion and you plant it. If rose bud eye is not there, even if you plant the stem, new plant will not come out. So you have to be very careful. You have to check that rose bud eye should be there. Okay, and then cut the portion of the stem and plant it in a moist soil. Then take care of it, and you will see very soon, that is, a new leaves are growing out from the bud. Okay, and you can see a new rose plant. Okay, so this method of plantation is called vegetative propagation. From a single stem of a rose you can grow many rose plants. Okay, you should definitely try this on your own, and you will definitely see from a single rose plant you have grown so many rose plants. Okay, having beautiful rose flowers on it. Clear? Now we will study about underground stems. Okay, potato, ginger, onions are underground stems. They have food stored in them. They have eyes on them. These eyes have buds. These buds grows into a new plant. Okay, so let's take example of a potato here. Can you see they have several eye buds? Can you see here? I have marked they have several. If you check a potato, you will see there are several eye buds. Okay, on the top of the potato. Okay, through those eyes a bud grows. Can you see this bud? Now you will see, if you keep a potato for a week, okay, you will see small white bud comes out from the several eyes, from all the portion. You'll see, and if you keep it like that, you will see very soon a young plant comes out. That is actually a potato plant. Okay, so through those eyes a bud grows, and that bud grows into a young plant. So here my vegetative part is the underground stem of potato. So here this is my vegetative part, through which a new plant or a young plant is growing, and the method used is called vegetative propagation. So from a potato, a bud coming out through the eye. Now that bud grows to a young plant, and slowly it grows bigger, and then you see the same plant producing several potatoes. Understood? So a new plant grows from underground stems, and that plant grows up, and that plant also produces several potatoes. So this method of plantation, this method is called vegetative propagation, and here the vegetative part is my potato. Okay, that is the underground stem. Understood? So now we'll study about leaves, that is another type of vegetative part. Okay, so in some plant like bryophyllum, buds are present on the edges of their leaves. When these buds or leaves containing buds fall onto the moist soil, they grow into a new plant. Okay, so let's take an example of a bryophyllum. Can you see the buds present on the edges of their leaf? When this bud or leaves containing the buds fall onto the moist soil, meaning a condition which is favorable for the plant to grow, okay, you will see several, can you see so many buds here? From through this bud so many new plants will grow. Okay, from here new plants will grow. Understood? So here the vegetative part is the leaf. My leaf is the vegetative part which is grown through vegetative propagation. Okay, and the method used is vegetative propagation, and here my vegetative part is my leaf. Understood? Now we will study about roots, which is another type of vegetative part. Okay, so some plants like sweet potato, carrot, turnip grows into new plant through their roots. So here the vegetative part is the root. Okay. So let's take example of a carrot. We can cut the upper portion, the upper thick portion of the carrot and sow it in the soil. Okay. After few days you will get to see a new carrot plant from it. Okay, it's growing up. Now here I am showing it on a plate. Can you see the upper thicker portion of the carrot I have cut and I have placed here, and I have put some water also. After few days, that is, the baby plants are coming out. Now what will I do? I will remove it from here and I will put it into a moist soil and I will take care of it. After some days I'll see the plant will grow up and I will get to see a carrot there. Okay, so in this way, that is the vegetative part I have used to grow carrot. Okay, so here my vegetative part is my root that I have used here, and the method that I have used is called vegetative propagation. Understood, class? So students, from today's class you must have learned the various methods of vegetative propagation, isn't it? So now what do you understand by vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation is a method through which we can grow a new plant from vegetative parts. Now what is vegetative parts? Roots, stems and leaves are the vegetative parts of a plant which we can use to grow new plants. Okay, I think you have enjoyed the class today. So you please watch the video carefully and understand.